Gift Biz Unwrapped, episode 195.
Attention gifters, bakers, crafters, and makers. Pursuing your dream can be fun. Whether you have an established business or are looking to start one now, you are in the right place. This is Gift Biz Unwrapped, helping you turn your skill into a flourishing business. Join us for an episode packed full of invaluable guidance, resources, and the support you need to grow your gift biz. Here is your host, Gift Biz gal, Sue Monheit.
Hi there, it's Sue, and if you're listening the day this podcast goes live, it's New Year's Eve, the last day of the year. So super exciting. I hope you have wonderful plans and that you have a safe, fun, festive, and happy New Year's Eve. So obviously, the new year is upon us. And for many, it's a marker in time to make a change, to start fresh, to reset our ways, and to jumpstart dreams we've been thinking about and putting off over and over again. This all sounds amazing, doesn't it? A new future that aligns with what you want. A chance to turn into reality the achievements and the lifestyle you've had in your mind's eye for a long time. The truth really is, you can make this change at any time, in any day or month of your life. But for some reason, the rollover of the calendar makes it all seem more possible. There's newfound optimism and hope. This is the year. I'm going to do it this time. Sound familiar? Unfortunately, you know what happens to New Year's resolutions. Within a month or two, they're history, and you're back to your old ways. I see this at my health club every year. If you're a member of any type of fitness organization, I bet you see the same thing. In January, my spin class is completely packed because everyone has decided to get fit and healthy this year. If I don't book my bike early, I may not get a spot. But by March, it's back to the regular spinners, and it stays that way for the rest of the year. I've been good at keeping up with my spinning, but I've been saying I'm going to start doing yoga or Pilates for the last 2 years. Still haven't gone to my first class, and I'm telling myself this year will be different. You see, I'm just like you in this regard. I've discovered, however, the reason New Year's resolutions aren't followed through on is that it really has nothing to do with the resolutions at all. It has to do with something much harder. It has to do with your mindset. What you tell yourself in your head where nobody else can listen in. It's about what you think you deserve and then the excuses you make up to stay in the comfort zone of your life, whatever that is for you. This is where affirmations come in. Affirmations are the language of the brain and are known to tap into your unconscious thinking. You see, when you think a thought, your brain processes that information as true and sets you up to react accordingly as a result of that thought. Let me say that again. When you think a thought, your brain processes the information as true and then sets you up to react accordingly as a result of that thought. And there's more. Your brain is constantly looking for clues in your environment to confirm your thoughts and guide your actions. It can pick up on any available influence. For instance, let's say a customer comes back with a return or complains that your prices are too high. You mentally process this information, and the result is you begin to question and probably undervalue your skills. That translates into reducing prices or, even worse, pulling back on promoting and other business building activities. Or, if someone looks at you funny, you read that to mean it's something negative about you as a person, that you are a fake or not capable of doing what you're doing. These thoughts lead to counterproductive emotions, self-doubt, and then playing it safe. All these subconscious fears and doubts can sideswipe your New Year's resolutions and plans for self-improvement. Luckily, you can do something about this. The good news is your brain is eager to set you up for success. All you have to do is instruct it by telling it the right things. This is why positive affirmations are so powerful. By speaking to yourself in correctly worded statements, your brain will activate everything you need to make 2019 the very best year yet. Think of affirmations as the way you speak to yourself. That then becomes the way you show up in the world, and the way you show up in the world affects your outcomes. So my gift to you as we enter into the new year are 5 affirmations to make 2019 the best year ever. I want you to say these to yourself every day. Put them in your day timer or tape them to your mirror so you can see them while you're brushing your teeth. They're also going to be included in my new planner coming out within a few weeks, and I'm going to talk about that more at the end of the show. For now, let's get into the affirmations and see how they can change your life. Are you ready? Here's your first affirmation. There is nobody in this world just like me. Therefore, I am special, unique, and valuable. Obviously, people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. No one person is exactly the same as another, not even identical twins. Just think of this. Like snowflakes, we are all so different and in so many ways. How we look, how we move, our voices, our personalities, everything. It's pretty remarkable if you really think about this. You are a being that has never been made before and never will be again. That is something to acknowledge with pride. Celebrate your uniqueness, the natural you in all your glory. The thing is, people respond in kind to how you present yourself. So if you show up with shoulders slumped, talking in a meek voice, and using verbiage like, maybe you'd be interested in whatever it is, you get a completely different reaction if you show up standing tall and proud with your chest up and shoulders back, and you talk with excitement and conviction and say something like, my product will provide you with, or will help you to do, and you speak with confidence. You see, we teach people how to react to us. So that means by changing how we act, we change the results. That starts with acknowledging and believing in this first affirmation. There is nobody in the world just like me. Therefore, I am special, unique, and valuable. As an extension of this comes affirmation number 2. I'm in this world to do something important that only I can do. You may be thinking, well, if that's true, why don't I know what it is that I'm supposed to do? Being part of my audience of gifters, bakers, crafters, and makers, you have a special talent that you've gravitated to and love. Most likely, you've selected that specific skill because it comes naturally to you, and it brings you fulfillment and satisfaction. It's so easy to undervalue your creative tendencies because it comes so naturally to you. But I bet you've also noticed that not everybody can create. Some people just don't have it in them. It's not what they're here to do. But you, if it's effortless and it brings you joy, this may be what you're meant to do. Another hint at what your reason for being is can be found in what people regularly compliment you on, or a personality trait that you're known for. I have a dear friend, Kathy, who I met in college. She is one of the most giving people I have ever known. It isn't the type of giving that is servitude or anything. She's a confident, happy-go-lucky, loving life kind of a girl. Always a smile on her face, a jovial addition to every party, and always willing to go out of her way to help someone. Today, she is an executive director of a Continuum of Care campus, helping seniors find a safe and joyful place to live. Do you see how her way of being in this world has translated over into now what she does for a living? Another friend who used to be on one of my sales teams is better than anyone I've ever known when it comes to interacting with people. She was keeping in touch and connecting with others before she was even trained to do so. The whole network training thing. Chris has maintained a top sales position in every company she's worked for. She's sought after and, dare I say, fought over because of this skill. Rarely does she change companies because loyalty is another trait of hers, but when she does, it's because someone has approached her, and her compensation gets better and better. Her natural abilities with interpersonal skills turn into sales and results. Skills that come easily could hold the key to your most fulfilling way of working in this lifetime. When you do something that comes naturally, you are a star at it. Let's just say that the stars align, like New Year's fireworks. Okay, let's move on to affirmation number 3. I have the power to create my life however I want it to be. This hasn't always been the case. Back even a few short decades ago, there was much more resistance to doing anything other than the traditional lifestyle that everybody followed. Think of the lifestyles portrayed on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Brady Bunch, or the holiday classic It's a Wonderful Life. Culture and industry wrote the rules back then. The man worked outside of the home, and I'll even be more modern here too. Let's say the woman also went to work. The point is they went to work for someone else. There was never the thought of doing your own thing. This is a recent cultural advancement, and you are so lucky. You have the power, now more than ever, to act on this opportunity. You don't have to ask someone's permission, and since it's acceptable today, there is more support than ever before if this is something you're motivated to pursue. You don't need to ask, you just need to get started. But in case you're still hesitant, let me give you permission here and now. Permission granted. Affirmation number 4. I already have everything I need to reach my dream. You do, you know. The only person limiting your progress and achievement is you. Excuses are just that. Seeming logical barriers preventing you from moving forward. And who makes the excuse? It's you. And me. I've done this too. Here are some common excuses. I don't have the information I need. Well, if that's the case, then access the internet or someone else in your area who has your answer. How about this one? I'm not sure which way to go. Start somewhere and the road will become clearer as you go. If you don't have a lot to invest, start with what you have and work forward as you can. Nothing happens with inactivity, and the only one setting up barriers is you. So just don't. This is why the first 2 affirmations are so important. They set you up to feel you are deserving, which then motivates you to go out and find what you need to make these things happen. Again, it's all about taking action. And I guess here I'll touch on this whole fear of failure thing. Guess what? As you find what works and leads you to your dream, you are going to fail. It is 100% guaranteed, and you are going to fail a lot. Actually, you'll fail more than you win. That is the process. When you see successful people in businesses, you see what's working. You see the products that they're selling and the methods and the actions that got them there. What you don't see are the many, many things they tried before they got to where they are today. So, as we talk about mindset, I want you to reframe your thinking on this whole failure thing. I want you to change your programming to say you're running experiments. Think back to high school science class. You try something, you analyze the results, and if it works, you're good to go. But if it doesn't work, then you make adjustments and you try again. This manner of thinking will help you dare to take action. What's the worst that can happen? You'll get some new learnings and get closer to what will actually work. You already have everything you need to reach your dream. And finally, Affirmation number 5. I am strong, capable, and determined. What's that you say? Nobody in your family has done this before? Of course not. Times have changed. The opportunities are different now. It's possible you're the leader in these new endeavors, and you may meet some resistance because it's different. That's okay. This is a new way of thinking for many, family members included. And that little inner voice that whispers all the negative thoughts, create a corner for her to go sit. Sideline her. She's going to be a pest and try to get in the defeatist mind game constantly. Every time she does, banish her back to her corner and don't listen to her. You have the ability to deal with this way of thinking, often called imposter syndrome. We all have it. It will never go away, but you can learn to put it in its place and not let it stop you. Continue to say to yourself, I am strong, capable, and determined. And truly know that you are. If you have other people in your life who are downers or naysayers, limit the time you spend with them, or decide that they don't get to have a place in your life. Have you heard Jim Rohn's quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with"? Those in your immediate environment will rub off on you. Do you want them to be negative, defeatist pessimists, or motivating, opportunistic supporters? I bet you're with me and go for the second group every time. The people who you allow in your life are totally up to you. So make sure they're people who move you forward with positive encouragement. Let's review these 5 affirmations again. This is what I want you to say to yourself out loud every day. There is nobody in this world just like me. Therefore, I am special, unique, and valuable. I'm in this world to do something important that only I can do. I have the power to create my life however I want it to be. I already have everything I need to reach my dream. I am strong, capable, and determined. And as you say this to yourself, feel, believe, and know that it is true. To stay consistent and ensure that you do this every day, build it into your routine. Consistency is key every single day. This activity of stating affirmations is simple, but don't underestimate how powerful it is. I've also summarized these 5 affirmations on the show notes page for you to access. Jump over to giftbizunwrapped.com/affirmations. I also mentioned earlier a planner that I'm creating. These affirmations will be included in that planner that I have coming out in just a few short weeks. This is a special project I didn't think I'd bring forward until later in the year, but when I see opportunity, I jump, and that's exactly what happened here. This is just a little teaser, but if you're looking for a new planner like no other out there, and you want to be one of the first ones to know when it's available, go to giftbizunwrapped.com/add-me, and I'll add you to the list. Once the planner's ready, I'll send you an email with all the details and how you can get your hands on one if you so desire. It's time to say goodbye to 2018 and hello to a bright future with all that 2019 holds in store. Set yourself up to make it your best year ever. I'm doing a virtual champagne toast to you over here, and I will see you in the new year. Cheers!
This podcast is made possible thanks to the support of the Ribbon Print Company. Create custom ribbons right in your store or craft studio in seconds. Visit theribbonprintcompany.com for more information.